Hello again, I'm Brian
Hey, this is Melissa and Waffles.
and Waffles. In this video, we're going to be talking about things to know and ways to be prepared to start your expediting journey.
Yeah.
Things
These
we wish we knew,
these
and
are
we're going
some
to
of the
share with
things
you.
we did and some of the things we wish we knew.
Where do you want to start?
Just to be prepared. First of all, it is important to do all of the FedEx training or whichever carrier you're with, all of their trainings before.
Do it before you hit the road.
Before you are in your truck, do it at home on your laptop.
Yep.
Makes it a lot easier and you'll be more prepared.
Yep. You're going to need an internet connection. If you're with FedEx, the training modules are 3 days, and they're going to be online training tutorials, live training tutorials, right?
Yeah.
So. And
once you complete them, you got it off your checklist. You don't have to do it again. Yeah. So it's worth it.
You want that off your plate. We were lucky enough to know that, but we have heard of teams that want to start making money as quickly as possible, and they rush out to their truck to get started. They haven't done their T-Val training. They haven't done maybe their hazmat training, but they've done others.
So you'll get to your truck and you won't be able to see loads. Yeah. And so it's pointless because the load board won't.
You'll be limited on what you can do.
So that's the number one thing.
First. Yep.
Second thing?
Passports. Get your passports beforehand. It was a pain in the butt for me because I had a spelling error on mine. And I had to go back and forth, and we had to pull up in front of a USPS in Florida, and it was a nightmare to try to do that on the road. Yeah. Get your passports if you don't already have them ahead of time. Do your TWIC card ahead of time. If you don't already have your hazmat endorsement or your tanker endorsement, I'd highly recommend getting those.
So we started doing all of that when we started getting our Class B license. We knew ahead of time to get our passport because that can take a few months. TWIC cards. So we started it all ahead of time.
Yeah, do it ahead of time. You don't have to have it to go out, but again,
more loads,
more opportunities, less stress while you're on the road. You can just focus on driving. So the more you do before you head out, the better.
And then once we had all of those things, we made a binder of all the copies of everything that we had. So we'd have them at our fingertips in case.
Have everything with you.
Right. So we have that. Along with that, it is good to have like a mini office in your truck.
Yeah.
Like a little stapler, lots of pens, highlighters, paper, notebook. I had a file, like a empty file folder kind of container that we could put the loads, our paperwork in that we had completed. Yeah. So you do need we like to keep it clean,
office,
tidy,
basic.
So little stuff in here. It's good to have office supplies to some degree.
Yeah, the more organized you can stay, the better. And bring some ways to keep track of your loads. We file ours by every month. We keep track of miles. We do a lot more things than you have to, but it goes a long way to be prepared to be organized with some basic documentation type stuff.
Yeah, just ways to organize your paperwork.
Yeah. One of the things we talked about in the video about maybe considering starting the Expedite journey was that you do need to have a little bit of money, a little nest egg stashed away. This isn't like a regular job where you're gonna start and immediately start getting paid.
I kind of think our paychecks now are we get paid every week.
Every week.
But it's from 2 weeks ago. We're getting paid.
2 weeks ago.
But I do think the first month it took us a whole month to see one paycheck.
Yep. It's usually a pretty good check too, your first one, because it's backed up a little ways. But you don't you don't want to come out in a state of desperation. Is basically what we're trying to say. Um,
You'll have to put money up front.
You'll have to put a little bit of money up front. You're going to need to buy food and supplies and things you need to be comfortable and fed and sleeping on the road. Um, you want to have about at least a month's worth of your bills covered before you come out to your truck and get started. Because it is kind of like starting a business. I mean, there's no upfront investment, but you got to take care of yourself until your weekly paychecks start coming in.
Right. One thing, another thing we did not have when we first started was GPS. We thought we could just use our iPhones.
Yeah.
And that only lasted maybe 2 weeks, if not a week, and we were going crazy. And then we had to go out and invest in the Garmin Trucker
Get
GPS.
A Garmin.
Yeah.
I can hardly see up close. I have great distance vision, but if my cell phone is up on my dash or something, I couldn't see it. It drove me crazy.
It was way too hard. So in this one, you put in like your truck weight and length, and it
hazmat or not,
and it knows what route the truck can take. Yeah. So that's a really good investment that you'll want.
Yeah, if you can afford it, get a GPS. I'm a little bit of a tech guy, and I did a lot of research, and for me, it was hands down Garmin. So I'd get a Garmin, but
again,
choose what you want.
You could go your first month until your first paycheck, and then get one, as long as you have a way for your cell phone to route you there.
Yeah, you'd be fine. Another thing to bring is a lock, like a padlock for the trailer doors in the back. Some of the trucks might already have locks in them that maybe previous drivers left behind. I just have a little combo master lock for locking the doors. Bring your own lock and your own key because that's it's your lock. So
and it is a requirement on half of the loads.
Yeah, half of the loads you need a lock.
But we weren't told that up front.
Yeah. I'd also recommend bringing some type of Bluetooth headset. If you get a Garmin, they have a full, Garmin headset with the thing. Or you can use AirPods, or you can use any of those like Motorola cell phone brand earpieces. You do need to be aware of your DOT compliance laws. You're only supposed to have something in one ear. We use our AirPods, and you can use AirPods in just one ear. Makes it a whole lot easier for not having your phone to your ear and breaking the law. So bring a Bluetooth headset of some kind. It'll be worth it.
Another question a lot of people might think, and my family thought, was like, do you ever get to shower?
Oh yeah. I was worried about that. I'm a little bit of a clean freak.
So we do. Our truck stop of choice is Love's.
Yep.
And we get points there, and with our membership, whatever, we get free showers.
Yeah. It's a free membership though.
Oh yeah. So
we don't pay for it. With Exam and Expediter services and the fuel cards that we use, you get free showers, free drink refills, and like double the points of regular. So
that's been really nice. So on average, I'd say we shower every other day, which is really good considering you're just driving and living in a truck. The showers are
pretty nice too.
And surprisingly, pretty nice. They do provide towels, but you need everything else.
Basic soap.
So you have to bring your own shampoo and anything like that.
So bring whatever else you want with you.
We'll cover the showers more later, though. But you do get to shower on the road.
Yeah. So be prepared to shower on the road. Bring what you need.
We have like a little travel.
Something to carry in with you.
Yeah,
carry
backpack
your stuff in
or duffel bag or something.
Yeah. Another thing you'll want to be prepared for is eating out of your truck. There's a microwave, there's a fridge. Some of the trucks have little cooktops, like electric cooktops. So You might want to bring some basic cooking supplies, forks, any of that kind of stuff.
Like can opener.
Can opener. However you picture yourself eating on the road, just be prepared for that. You don't have to always be eating takeout. We mostly eat in our truck, so
right.
And we do like a once a week or once every 10 days or so Walmart run, and we just stock up. You save money and be a little healthier that way.
Right.
So be prepared for that. The more comforts you're able to bring with you, the better. Like bedding.
Right.
The truck has a mattress, but you need to bring your own sheets and pillowcases, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So be prepared with your sleeping and of course
kind of like
clothing.
If you've ever been camping, it's kind of like what
what
am I going to take?
Kind of like being prepared for camping.
Yeah.
Be prepared for camping.
Because it is like a little mini RV.
Yeah.
So
once you're getting ready to get to your truck, if you already have your pickup date for your truck, if exams already let you know where it's at, where you'll be going to get it, get comfortable with your truck. Of course, you want to be looking for your first load, and I'm not saying not to be looking for your first load, but get comfortable with your truck, especially if you've never driven these before. I'll have a video of all the different buttons, inner workings, what things are for. Hopefully answer a lot of questions that someone would have about these Freightliner Cascadias, and what does what. So be looking for that video once you get to your truck, and get comfortable with it before you get on the road. We hung out in the FedEx parking lot for a day.
Yeah.
Before we took off, we got super familiar with it. Made sure we knew how to adjust the seats and the steering wheel and the buttons and the lights and all that stuff. So make sure both you and your teammate are actually ready for the road before you take your first load.
Right. I didn't know how to work the lift gate, and I didn't want to look like I was completely green on the first run. So we practiced a few things, and that was helpful.
Practice a few things. Practice your lift gate and so forth. What else did we want to go over?
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it. To be prepared.
So those are some ways to be prepared before you take your first load, before you start driving.
Yeah.
We'll cover more of it in detail on later episodes.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.